EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll.
I was like a second late from pressing
the target has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field.
Sorry about that, guys.
Today, two AFC teams set to do battle. A good one, as are the Houston Texans taking on the Cleveland Browns. There's the former UCLA Bruin, Ka'imi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And he'll be stacked up at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. This is doing at the collegiate level, and they're making himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
To throw is Sanders. And this is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now Sanders. Yes, it's a catch. So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. First and 10.
55, go!
A give. Here's Jenkins. They'll get this down to the 38.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Sanders. Let's take it in. Isaiah Bond. Now what a first down pick and move 8. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's Sanders. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, strike!
Throwing, Sanders. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Here we go!
To throw again, here is Sanders. What's going to do this himself? And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 19.
Let's go now! Thank you, Coach!
A toss to Jenkins, running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown! Sean Jenkins, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. That time a 9-play drive. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. tackle going to be made right there at the 25. come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves reading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, says that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable in facing this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
This run upfield across the 35. Last play they got stopped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Texans first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
2nd and 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. All right. Stroud going to get the marks. And he is met in his stripes behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Sanders to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. To throw now, here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of the Njoku. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jalen Noel deep for Houston. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This 2nd and 4.
On the quick, right?
First carry for Nick Chubb. And this one not going anywhere. They give it the 33, gain just a yard. Not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. That guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And the Browns pressure gets to him on time. He's going to go down. Fred Delpit coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going in. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. To the 43, second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
On play action, here's Shadura. This one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. A strong run that time as it's across midfield. And down to 43. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Cover 19.
1st down, right back to Jenkins. Very determined on there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Sanders. Connect, the late flag comes in. And the contact may have gone too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Taking it down to 14.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's taken in by Brown. Well, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run. 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Jenkins is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, I'm fair to say they got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the whole game.
Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 13-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here comes the Texans now. And they're in a Minnesota here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. Blake, you're feeling okay. Stroud looking to throw. Incomplete, but the penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flying for that one. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They set up the screen. Marks. Good containing, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated. They're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go, shot!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And they'll get nothing out of that one. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First down.
From the shotgun, Sanders. The man is gone. He's down. And they go bounds inside the 15-yard line. Within the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the toss, Jenkins. Trying to turn the corner. They string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 13-yard line. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Sanders. Now he's going to step up the run. And take it into the end zone for a last touchdown. Shador Sanders. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
This is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You got to walk around with it. You don't want to get happy feet, but you also want to read it right from the college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. He brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here, trying to get points out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got a 1st and 10. Indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Stroud. He's taken down. This will be a Brown snag. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Stroud to throw. Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. They'll try and do this himself. And they'll get him down at the 44, and he's going to be short of first by a few yards.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on a quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in your front 7 can get him down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set! 79!
To throw is Sanders. Open man, he completes it to Judy. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Sanders. Right back to Judy. It's complete. And going down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now holding everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboys.
Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Throw left side, caught by the time in the Joker. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A give up the middle, Jenkins. Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack in the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
To the sideline, inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
Trying to hammer in the Jenkins. And he's in. Touchdown. Crenshaw Jenkins taking it in from 2 yards out. These guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give him back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The disparity in this game just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising. They've got to find a way to crawl back because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper to the offensive playbook. The bottom line is, don't quit competing.
Out of the gun, it's Marks. And that can go absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud. Schultz holds in the quick throw. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And this time he's able to take it down to 42. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
In a days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready. 19, charge, go.
On the handoff is Jenkins. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, shot.
Now it's Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it on 4th. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's sure of the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston set to take over. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it stings and will for a while. But everyone on the offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. The key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys the run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Once again, Jenkins. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with into contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. To throw now, here's Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. And get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk, ready.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Texans' 21-yard line.
Here we go, shot. 70, Timberwolf.
Jenkins going to run it out of the game. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 133 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Ready? Raffle 80.
Throwing, Sanders. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout. So it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.